I started 13 years ago to making sculptures. Before that I worked for IBM for 37 years. I retired and then said to myself, oh, you're gonna play golf all the time. But after 6 months I got bored of playing golf. And then I said to myself, oh, you need to do something else. And I visited accidentally a foundry and I got interested in what they were doing. And this is where I started to make sculptures. I even didn't know I could make sculptures, and I was creative. And that's where I started, and it became a very good success, as you've seen, with all the things I have produced. And I've produced a lot in these 13 years. I'm always trying to look for the limits and see what I can do better and better and better. In fact, burning my hands to try to see what's happening, and trying new processes, trying new patterns, and trying new techniques. I want to be perfect. What I showed, it should be like a jewelry if you buy something from me. 4 years ago, Batu approached me and said, "Oh, I've seen your fruit. This is excellent work." And this is where I started to work with Batu. And since 4 years, I only work with Batu. I'm not an artist that would draw a sculpture that I would make. I cannot draw, so to be honest. But I have the capability of creating the sculpture in my head, in my brain. So I see the sculpture in my brain. I could turn it in 3D. I know exactly what the front look like, how the back look like. And from there, I start to make the sculpture. Not from a drawing, from what I have in my brain. And I start to make it, and most of the time it is exactly what I had thought of. I make it first in wax, and make first the skeleton, and then I make the wax around it. And when it is finished, I give it to the foundry, and they make a mold out of it. And from the mold, you can make multiple copies. Sometimes you make just a single unique piece. What is the limit? What can I do with bronze? You know, bronze is, you have to be very tough in making bronze. You know, you see less sculptures artists are making bronze because this very difficult material to work with, and you need some guts and be very patient. It's not something you make very quickly and done very quickly. The next move for me is, and I'm not there yet, I'm trying to make new sculptures where I show minimum things. And then you want the audience to see the rest of the sculpture. That's my ultimate goal, where I want to go there. Maybe I'm not there yet, but I think within 1 or 2 years I will show this type of sculptures that would make people very interesting and trigger their own creativity to see things. I think that's, if I've reached that, then I'm really very happy.